Anybody? Go ahead.
You're golden.
Okay. So when you go under your Coach Online Office and you go to Grow My Business, you go to the product toolkit, you'll see QB Mindset, click on it, and then you'll see the Success Group Guide here. Oh, there we go again. You're going to click on it, and the Success Group Guide is going to be what you're going to share in your group. So it'll go into what's, and I'm literally going through this the first time with you guys. There's all the images, like the other challenge guides, group guides, you can download all the images so you can just pick from it. It says under each video, there's a link to view it on YouTube and a link to download it. In the challenge tracker, you have to use the YouTube, but you can download any of these if you're doing a Facebook group. So I will tell you that Alana has said over and over again, and just being in the test group, and I know I saw Erica on before it, so I think she's here, is that like she really wants you to digest everything. So you like, I'm hoping to binge watch the videos just because I'm so curious because we didn't get to see them. But really it's to like take a video at a time and just learn and digest it and then apply it. So for the test group too, like the first month we really spent just learning her concepts, learning her key principles, and then applying it. So like the first month, yes, we all lost weight, but we lost most of our weight second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth month. So that's very important that everybody realizes that. So I think like we should really, everybody's going to go at their different pace. Some people are going to just like take it and run and understand it, and some people are going to need more guidance. So it's going to be a little hard to determine where everybody is if the group is so large. You know, you can only do so much to accommodate everybody. But let's see. It tells you what's included in it. So messages from Alana. The first 2 weeks, you could adjust as needed, it says. Days 15 to 30 and 30 and beyond as you need to use it. And that's what it says, depending on your participants and their needs. So basically, like if they're not at a point where they really digested like the first 2 weeks, then we need to like really make sure that people understand it. But again, we could choose. We could choose to do it that way and kind of be like more on the fly, or we can choose to do it on a daily basis, like just go with the group guide and praying everybody is, you know, caught up with us.
Okay, can I interject for just a moment? I have not started looking at the videos only because it's been extremely crazy, but my understanding is they're like between 5 and 10 minutes long.
2 to 30, 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
The longest is 30, and that's when she goes grocery shopping, but most of them are very short.
Okay, so is it recommended to go through all of those before actually starting a success group?
Well, so here's my thought process. We have all these people that already bought, and then we have people that are going to continue to buy. Correct. So I think, and I was talking to Christine this morning, and we were saying like, I think a good start date is like not this Monday, but the following Monday. Like kind of make it like, not a launch group at first, but like build the excitement, you know, let's get started. Like we'll go through this and see exactly, like it says, prep weeks, T minus 7 days. So maybe next Monday we can just post these, and starting Monday, post the prep week stuff. And then starting the 14th, really be like, okay, you know, those of you who have it now. Did someone say something?
I have everybody muted.
Okay, I thought I heard something. Sorry. It was a voice inside my head. So you could see like, basically it's just getting started. I'm sorry if I go fast, but you guys, you know, can pull it up on your computer if you want. But, you know, it talks about watching the videos in order, and it tells you homework, introducing yourself, answering the questions. So it's kind of, it looks very similar to what our challenge group looks like, but it looks like it has a lot more detail to it, which is nice. Because I don't know about you guys, but some of those challenge group guides are freaking boring as hell. And they speak from that person, like, you know, and it's like you have to change what that says because, you know, you don't feel that way, or you don't eat Brussels sprouts, and that person loves Brussels sprouts. I'm just saying it's an example. So it's like sometimes I feel like the challenge group guides are like kind of like minimally put together, but this, from what we've been told, like this is significantly detailed. And they can all be scheduled, which is really nice. So it just goes through what the program is in detail, and read the Getting Started guide and the Meet Alana video. And then it basically is just getting them ready and to see what they're what they're expecting in the mail. And it goes by each day. So this is what I wanted to see with the scale, actually, because Christy Watkins was messaging me about if she actually goes through a recommendation for a scale. So she says, I recommend getting one that's digital, around $20 to $30. We used one called the Easy Home Scale, and Christy had messaged me one, I think it was like $37 from Amazon, and it looked a little more high-tech than the one we used. As long as it's like not like a Target scale, like $10, with the numbers with the, what do you call it, the line, the ticker, and you get a digital one, and just placing it on the floor, keeping it in the same spot every day.
I do have a question about that. So I've heard and read that if you don't leave it flat, if you like put it up against the wall, because we don't have a lot of space in our bathroom. So when you put it up against the wall and then put it down and then get on it, that it's not always the most accurate way. It's like you got to like do it again and reset. Is that true?
Well, if you move, like I've found that, like if I say I went to a hotel and I brought my scale, because during the test group, there were a few times that I did that. And I was like, oh shit, I never took, sorry, I'm recording. Oh shoot, I never took it out of my luggage, and now I have to weigh myself. And I always found like it would take like a good 10-15 minutes to reset.
Yes, same day.
Is that you getting on and off of it, or?
Yeah, so like I'd put it on the bathroom floor, I get on, and it would be like way higher than I knew it was.
Okay.
And then I'd wait, and then I'd have to get on like 5 minutes later, and then it'd be lower, but still not to where I knew I should be. And then it would take like 10-15 minutes. So what I recommend is I don't even keep my scale in the bathroom. I keep it either in my closet or next to my bed or whatever, because I just get up, I go pee, I strip naked, and I jump on. And then I get my workout clothes back on and I go down and work out. So the more stable that you can leave it, the better. And if you do travel, like we can talk about this, like if you do travel, then, make sure you unpack it the night before so that it has time to regulate, because it will take a while.
I do this, just so you know, every morning my scale is upright just because of where it is. And every morning I get on, I know it's not the right number. I get on again. I see the number, and then I get on again to double check. It's like a 3-time thing. And
Okay.
usually the second and the third are the same. I double check with the fourth, and usually it's the same thing. But the first one is never right when I leave it upright.
No, and it takes a while. It takes a few minutes to like really.
Yeah, we have carpet everywhere. So maybe like there's
no, you need a floor
for the bathroom and the kitchen. So, and like I said, our bathroom is really small, so there's no way without the kids like hammering on the scale on a regular basis.
Right, to leave it upright, and then when in the morning.
So maybe when I first getting up in the morning,
you're peeing,
even going to the bathroom, put it down.
First. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give it, I would
That's
say
what I do.
10 minutes, 5 to 10.
Like no room.
And then hop on, and then hop off, and hop back on, like Erica said, to see if it's like legit.
Okay.
And usually the second to the third and the fourth are the same.
Or like the same, and like the regulated number from it.
But it's funny because every day you'll realize when you you jump on and you get that number, you're like, oh, it's still lower than my number from yesterday, even though you know it's not the real number. So you'll be like, oh, good. I can't wait to see what the real number.
Right. It says I lost 0.6, but I think I lost more than that. Yeah.
So it's fun.
The scale actually becomes exciting to go on when you're following the program. When you're eating cake like I did last night for the dog's birthday, it sounds so exciting the next day. But for the but I don't beat myself up over it, and that is the difference.
It's the key. It's amazing.
It's not scary to me anymore. Like I look at my scale and I'm like, oh, hello, scale. I'm not like, oh God, the scale, throw it out. I'm not like that. That's why, like, I always joke around that, like, I feel like Alana is like the anti-Autumn. Like, I hate to say it, but like, it kind of is true, like she just is completely different than Autumn's frame of mind. But Autumn's is specific to a workout program. And I think that's important, whether it's 80-day or Country Heat or 21-day fix. Her nutrition is created around that fitness program. This is created around life. It's not a fitness program. So, and I think that's a big difference. Does that make sense? Then they talk about the water. Let's see. So I think basically, without going through everything, because you guys can all go through it, it's basically just, it seems like a post, a video, and a homework every day, which is kind of cool because it gives them a call to action. And the cool thing is that, if we could all as a group say, you know what, when we do our homework, we're going to put it under that thread so it's not like buried. Do we want to pin it to the top each day?
I'm in a group with Melissa right now, and they have like their announcements. So you can do multiple pin posts. I think there's a week's worth. Melissa, am I right? Or 5 days? How many?
You can now in groups pin up to 10 announcements. They don't call them pin posts anymore. You can pin 10 announcements.
Where is that? That's on Facebook?
Yeah, it's on Facebook in the groups. I discovered it while I was at work this week because I have a coach, she's on the call right now. She's been doing coffee chats in the morning, like just quick little motivational things. And they are phenomenal because she's in the Shift Shop group. So she's kind of sharing her knowledge. And we're making our challengers watch those posts. And when we're adding new people, it's like their homework. And so in order to keep the top ones easily accessible, because we have like 40 people in this group, so we have 1 million posts going, we pin them as announcements. And it's easy to tell people to go to the announcements at the top of the page and watch the videos.
Can you tell me, like, I'm in TFA right now. So I was going to
go, you see the 3 little dots, click the 3 little dots. This. Okay. Post. And now, you're not an admin, so you probably can't.
Oh. Plus, that's a link, so it's asking to like save a link. Save the post.
So let's go into
one of your groups that you are an admin for.
Okay, so that's my pinned post, which I already have.
So find another post and see where it says
Mark as announcement. Yeah.
If you click that, it'll pin it to the top.
So like when people go on, they can see this announcement, this announcement, this announcement.
It's just like a box, and like the latest one will be in there, and like literally right underneath, connected to it, it'll say show all announcements with a little like down arrow, and you can
do up to 10.
Yeah, you can do up to 10.
That's really cool. So basically, we could do the whole week every week on there.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Learn something new.
So did I, since being in this group, because I never even knew you could do that many.
I think it's new, like as of like late last week, because I went to pin just to like replace my pin post every morning with hers that she was doing. And all of a sudden it was like, hey, you can put 10 of these up here. I was like, this is fantastic.
That's pretty cool. Okay.
It's new. It's one of the new features they're rolling out to not piss people off. So FYI. It rolled out in beta about a month ago. Sorry, it's Jessica. I'm in like the shade. It rolled out in beta about a month ago for certain pages. I've had it for work for a short period of time, a little bit longer, but it just rolled out for all groups recently. So yeah, we all should have it.
Jessica, you don't work for Facebook though, right?
No, I work, I'm the assistant athletic director of marketing for
I remember you.
University. Yeah, but I have, because of what I do, I have an inside rep with Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So there's times that I get things before I get information. And so that's how I knew it worked for pages recently and for certain pages, but then it's now rolled out with groups. So
Okay.
yeah.
Thanks. All right. Very cool. So if you guys feel comfortable with this and you have people, like, we could open up the group as early as, you know, Thursday, Friday, tomorrow, Friday, and just make a group and name it. You can come up with a name and just like add all our people to it as they come in. Now the thing that I always have an issue with, and Christine knows this because I talk to her all the time about it, is like, what happens if we start the 14th gung-ho and then somebody orders on the 19th? What do we do?
That was the question. If this is like an ongoing group like the Fix, we were always adding people. So my question would be, how do we do this so that it's sustainable? Will we have like a file section with, because I remember with like the Fix, we had like, you know, we had a folder with all the things that they needed to know to get started. But it was kind of nice because there were always, like, there were customers that were, I feel like that's how a lot of customers became coaches, because they were constantly helping the new people.
Yeah.
Why couldn't we save the videos to a file section? Like, maybe we do like 1 week, and then once that week is over, get it into the file section.
We certainly can. We just have to designate somebody, you know, to take a week at a time maybe, and like just throw it into the files.
And just, you know, week 1, like, or what does this say? Preseason or
preseason.
however.
Because that was one of the great things about that Fix group is that it started to run itself and everybody was helping everybody.
Right. And everybody was at a different level.
Right. There were tons of people that had been doing it for 6 months or longer, and there were new people still getting added.
Well, I know for myself, like, anybody who gets the 2B mindset is going to be going into this group, but they're also going to be in my Fit family, because my Fit family doesn't have all 2B mindset people, so I'm going to infuse some of that information into it.
Right.
But like, I kind of don't want this to be necessarily all workout based. You know what I mean? Like, if people do extra credit, I think it should be celebrated, you know, but like, I don't know if it should be like, I did my workout today. I feel like it should be more like,
no, it should be 2B mindset. But I think that's another reason why that 21-day Fix group worked, is like, nobody really posted. Sometimes people posted when they did their workouts, but mostly it was all nutrition. It was super nutrition.
Yeah, I feel like we should post trackers. Post our trackers daily.
Yes.
Like we did in our test group, Danielle. Like, if we just say, hey, let's see your tracker for the day. Post it.
Yeah, like maybe have some surprise challenges, you know, and some prizes or whatever.
Like, how much water are you drinking today?
Right.
You kept up? That kind of thing. I think that would be great.
Right. But I think that, I love the idea of it being ongoing and being able to put somebody in, even if they order like a week later, or especially if it's an ongoing support group, because the program never ends. So.
Right. And also, like, I can't see everybody who's on right now, but Jen, I don't think Jen Tand is on, and she's so good at this. Like, we created these files in our fitness family, and it was like a picture from Punta Cana. It was like the team picture, and it said like resources. Then there was and then if you click, it was an album. If you click on it, the resources, it brought you to, you know, specific links you should go to, and then it was recipes. Like, maybe we could actually say, hey, everybody, you know, eventually, like, post a new recipe you tried, and then maybe we could take those recipes and turn them into like a little is it a Google? I'm so bad with this stuff. Google Doc or whatever, so that all those recipes, like a PDF, can be in there, so that when people start, they have all these like
right, all the resources. Right. Like, we don't need to save everything, but the important, useful. I think what we had, the folder was called Getting Started Right. Remember?
Oh yeah.
And it was just kind of like shopping list, there's food tracker, like all that kind of stuff in it.
I don't even think we need to do that now because it's all here.
Right. But I mean, obviously, yeah.
You know, like it's literally going to be, it's all in here. Like, I feel like we don't even have to do anything. Maybe we could, as like in the coach exclusive group, as she shares new information, I think it'll be cool to disseminate some of that and maybe use some of it as like additional challenges or whatever. You know, and then kind of like revisit this group every week for a while until we really get a handle on things and kind of divvy up who's going to do what. Like, I have no problem scheduling posts and stuff like that, and you know, whatever. I don't care. I'm not really good with the tech stuff, like making those albums and stuff like that. But if somebody else is, then you can say like, oh, well, you know what? I'll make the recipe, or I'll do this. Like maybe we could just have this like, ongoing correspondence of our, you know, between all of us involved in the group to know who's going to do what, too, so that it runs smoothly.
Yeah. I like that.
So if we kind of throw in like who literally like unmute yourself, like who had at least one person did you join with 2B Mindset today?
I did. One.
Anybody else?
Not yet.
Yeah.
I have one that I sent an email to about it.
Okay.
I have a bunch of coaches. I
missed your question. I'm sorry.
Did anyone sign up for 2B Mindset today? Like customers or your coaches?
I have one.
Okay.
She's going to do it in the morning, Christina Ramos. But
Okay.
Yeah, I had 2 or 3, I think, sign up this morning.
But she's signing up as a coach.
That's okay.
So she's going to do the challenge pack with the Shakeology and sign up as a coach at the same time. She's going to call Coach Relations and ask them the best way to do it tomorrow. And then she's going to log on as a coach because she just keeps buying stuff. So I said, it's time. Like, just sign up as a coach. She goes, yeah, it'd be fun to make some extra money. You're in.
Hello.
Hey, Danielle,
Yeah.
are you telling people the only way to get in that Alana's group is to be a coach, right?
Yes.
That was
So, I mean, I'm
coaches.
just for everyone else, I've been telling everyone, if you want to be in that group, which I believe is going to be totally worth it for any new people signing up, sign up as a coach.
Yeah.
You're going to get that $74 basic package. And if they don't love it, like they can cancel at any point. Like it's.
So you know what I did, and I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble if they get done, but a lot of my people were like, well, I want the cheaper Shakeology. I want to do the 2B Mindset. So they just like literally canceled their Shakeology and bought a whole new challenge pack.
I've not done that before.
I had like
That's fine.
I had 8 people sign up today.
That's
4
not
of them
cheating.
signed up
That
as
is-
coaches.
Yeah, I did that with different
Start
emails.
with your business
Don't
and
worry.
then helping your customers, you know?
Well, that's the thing. I was like, someone's like, oh, well, I want to get the $40 on demand. I'm like, you just got the $30 on demand. It doesn't make sense. Leave the on demand and just sign up as the coach and get the discounted price on the 2B Mindset or do the Shakeology with it, whatever. So that's what she's doing. I'm like, you don't want to spend $10 more. Like she didn't understand, you know?
A lot of times people don't see like farther away than where they are at the moment, and it's, you know, they get into this mind of they're trying to sell me, you know?
Right.
So, and then when they get their stuff and they finally have a chance to think, they're like, oh, well, yeah, I should have done that. That makes more sense, you know, because now they want what you offered.
Yeah. Well, I have a girl signing up as to get Shakeology and the 2B Mindset, and she doesn't want to get on demand. She's been doing the 21-day fix for like months. I'm like, aren't you bored of it? She has DVDs from last year. She's like, no, I'm fine. I'm like, it's only $40. She's like, no, I'm good. And I'm like, she's going to turn around and she's going to say, well, now I want something else. But I mean, I literally said it 3 times. You know, at least I can say like, I gave it my effort. You know, you can't if they have their headset on something, sometimes you can't change it, even though you know it makes so much more sense.
You know, there are people who they find that one program and they just love it and they stick to it, and that is it. Just the other day, last week, I was driving this one person, and she told me that she does Body Beast. And she said that she's been doing Body Beast for 2.5 years.
Wow.
Like she just loves it. And it's
I
like,
can see that though. It's pretty awesome.
and that's the thing. She just loves it. She's like, for my cardio, I go and run. I go out running, but I love Body Beast.
Yeah.
And that is it. She found the one. She found her program. And that is the one, and that is it.
Yeah.
So maybe this girl is the same. Maybe she found her, her program, and that is it.
See,
Yeah, my aunt just bought Tai Ching off of an infomercial the other night.
What's that?
My aunt just bought Tai Ching off of an infomercial the other night, and she called me up. She goes, I think I did something bad. I go, what? She goes, I ordered from Beachbody, and I didn't get it through you.
Well, she could change that in a heartbeat and have it commissioned to you anyway.
I did that to Dana, guys. I did it to Dana.
It's okay. I
You
still
know,
love
I-
America.
What?
When I first started with Beachbody, I ordered from the infomercial, and I went through the 3 payment option. That's right.
Nice. You paid more money. Good job.
My first program was a bootleg copy.
It was what?
My first program was a bootleg.
A bootleg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. I'm that coach that started on a bootleg, off with a bootleg.
There's a lot of them.
A bootleg and a challenge group, and the rest is history.
But here's the thing. You started with a bootleg, but kudos to your coach who didn't, kick you to the curb because you didn't buy through her.
Right.
I didn't know it was a bootleg, and I bought Shakeology through her.
Okay. I think that's what makes a difference, That's the thing. Anybody can get programs and Shakeology anywhere.
Yes, it's true. That's the truth.
We are who makes a difference.
Preach.
It's true.
That challenge group that Alana's doing starts on the 15th.
Is it what?
Starts on the 15th of May.
Oh, no, I don't know when her group starts. I haven't heard.
She said that in one of her videos.
It might-
Alana?
Mhm.
Well, she's due to have her
14.
baby, so I don't know. I don't know how she's going to do that from the birthing.
What?
Okay. She's having her baby in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Oh.
So
Well,
that should
she'll
be
have plenty of time in the hospital room, right?
yeah, I guess. That's just where you want to go live from.
videos.
Maybe she hired a nurse to help her. Who knows?
Maybe
Well,
she can
yeah,
redo
you know what?
videos.
She probably just became a millionaire today. If they, I don't know what.
Mm-hmm.
But all right. So basically, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory here. Back to this, but honestly, I think it's great that they give homework. I think it's there's Lara. Hey, Lara. And I think they give examples of tracking. I mean, honestly, I think if we just do one big post a day to get them started, this is a short one, obviously, day 2. So maybe we could add something a little for that. But like, I don't want to be like, oh, I'll schedule the post and then all the posts are my name. So like, how do you know what I mean? Like, I don't mind scheduling them. It takes 2 seconds, but like,
Why don't we just take a week each?
take a week each. Totally do that.
Anyone up for that?
How long?
Yeah.
How long does it go on?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think it's 30.
Is it
I
30?
thought 15 to 30 were a group post, and you choose which your group needs most, if I remember correctly.
Right.
I want 30. It says, yeah, so it goes 15 to 30 and then days 30 and beyond. So I guess like,
wherever everyone you see them struggling, you post from the 15 to 30. So if everyone's like, oh, I am craving. So then you look for the craving post.
right.
That
Reading
kind of
food
thing.
labels.
Gotcha.
Day 30 and beyond. So it's really just honestly just learning and then applying, problem solving, stuff like that. So what is USOM again, Erica?
What?
What is OOSOOM stand for again? Do you
Oh.
remember?
No.
Me neither.
Oh, what? That's different.
OOSOOM. I can't remember what
Go back up. Does it just say it in the?
No, because they must have mentioned it in a different post.
Go back to the
Oh, is overcoming obstacles.
Yeah, maybe it's overcoming obstacles. I can't remember what it stands for.
OOSM.
She has like all these Alana-isms that those are all obstacles. There's 2 obstacles. OOSM.
Well, if we read that,
Out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight, out of mind. There you go. Thank you.
All right.
Key. That's what it is.
Okay. So she has all these like Alana-isms, you know, that like Dinteo. Do I really, what is it? Do I need to eat that? Do I need Dinteo? Do I need to eat? Eat what? It's been a while, guys. It's been a while.
Do I need to eat that is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Do I need to eat that?
We'll figure it out.
Dintent. I don't know.
But it was Dinteo.
I don't know.
But so basically, like you could use the challenge tracker if you want to. You totally can. So I like how she says to kick off the group with a group meeting and set expectations and ongoing phone calls and meetings. So like it would be actually kind of nice to have like a little 2-week call for the first 4 weeks or whatever. I think that would be nice to have it, like maybe a Saturday morning. How's your week going? Coffee talk kind of thing. Maybe we can do that.
Okay.
Whoever can help
like you can even do like calls within the groups now, can't you? Like right in the page. It's not an option, or am I making things up?
No, somebody did mention that. But did we talk about that the other day? Who were they talking about that with? And they said, though, you may need a special account.
I don't know.
I thought you needed this. Oh, I was talking with when we did our coach peak with Christine, Alicia, and is Christine and Katie, and we were talking about that. But I think you need maybe a certain Zoom level account. Like mine's like the basic $15 a month.
Mine's like the pro or whatever.
You have the pro?
Yeah, mine's $100 a year, and I'm pretty sure I have unlimited people. Or I can go up to 250 people.
I thought it was 100. I don't know.
No, it's more than 100. I'll have to check.
Yeah, if you could check and see.
Because I got grandfathered in to.
Yes, that's when I got mine too.
I'll have to check.
Okay.
Because
oh, go on.
I know that there's. I just remember that it being extra. How do I get out? How do I get out and look and exit there? I just remember that it was extra, and then whatever that was, they ended up roping it into another. I'll have to take a peek and see what it says. I don't even remember now. I just know I pay every year.
Right. So I like that this will be an ongoing group because I feel like it's going to be similar to the fix in the fact that people kind of got more excited after we started doing it. I think because we were talking about it so much, like it was an easy thing to talk about. The nutrition was easy to share and post, and I felt like people were. It was one of those things that people were constantly buying. So starting a new group all the time for all those people was difficult. So I like the idea that this is ongoing, so that we can, if someone buys tomorrow, they don't have to wait to start. We can like pop them right in and get them going right away.
Yeah, like we should have like a welcome image, like that kind of thing, like welcome so and so to the group, so then everybody can just go welcome and then refer them to the references when we have them.
Right. But I mean, I think that was there for the fix launch. Like you remember, like it was big when it first started, but it was like one of those things that was it. I think it, and I really think it was because it was nutrition based. Like it had a big sign up for a long time.
Yeah.
Danielle, I missed the beginning. Did we say that this group? Are you doing this group alone? Are we all doing this group, or are we having private groups also?
I'm game to do it as a group. If, whoever.
Like we having it in the app too. The success groups.
You know what? I'm not an app person.
I suck at the app. I'm totally going to be honest with you. I suck at the app so bad.
It gets easier as you do it, guys.
I love the
I
app,
hated it. But
I only do my groups on the app because
I can't hear you, Christine.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
No.
No? Shut.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm on my headset. Now I can't hear you. No, I love the app, and being off the app scares me a little bit. I'll be honest with you, because I have a system of tracking people that are on the app, and also you're able to pull people in from Instagram and people that don't have Facebook, and aren't on regularly. So it's been working out really well for me. Informational group wise, I'll go on Facebook, but that's my view. I love the app.
I've been the same way. I'm on the app the whole time, so this is the first time I've been back on Facebook. Also,
Hey guys, real quick. Sorry, I'm placing my order right now for to be. Is offering me the beach bar thing. Is there a sampler box for that?
No, they offer you 1 and 1.
Yeah, they offer me 1 and 1, but I just like, is there a sampler box if I don't want to buy it? No?
They're delicious. You're gonna love them. Just buy them.
I know, I tried one. It was meh.
What'd you have? The cherry?
Yes.
The cherry is less sweet. I like it because it's less sweet. I love peanut butter though, but like my problem is when I have one of them, I want more. But I will tell you, a 10-year-old who's the pickiest little thing said that the peanut butter beach bar is the best thing he has ever eaten. Quote, quote, quote.
Really?
So yeah, and if my kids love granola bars, and if the rule is 1 beach bar per day per child, because those things add up, like other ones, it's not like going to buy a Nutri-Grain bar,
Yes, like $2 and change per bar, right?
What?
It's like $2 and change per bar, right?
It is. So it's like buying like when you go to the 7-Eleven, you see like Kind bars, which Alana calls them the mean bars. It's pretty funny. Because like it's so funny, like you think you're eating healthy and then you like learn and you're like, oh man. But these have like protein and all, low sugar and stuff like that, so it's worth the money. And it's definitely worth the money, but it adds up. It adds up.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for the input.
You're welcome. Peanut butter's sweeter, but I it depends what you like.
Yeah. All right.
So what do we want to do? Can we name our group real quick? It's already 10 o'clock. Can we name our group?
Wow, that was fast.
Something simple.
I have like no brain cells left today, I feel like.
Mastering the mindset.
I was going to say set your mind.
No, you said it first. That was it.
What?
Something simple.
Set your mind.
That's it. Something simple.
That's the name of the group? Something
That's the name of the group. Something simple.
Oh, how funny.
I feel like it has to have something with the mind or mindset in it, though, no?
Well, the whole point of this is to make it easy on your head. And what is easy on your head? Something simple.
I do kind of like that, because haven't you guys been saying it's so simple, it's stupid?
Have it like simple mindset or something like that then.
I don't know.
I'm having don't ask me. My brain is shot. I'm gonna bow out of this.
I'm telling you, you had a winner there.
Simplifying your mindset?
It's really switching your mindset. It's changing how you feel about food and how you relate to food and understanding what food does, and then
But it isn't complicated, right?
finding freedom. It's almost like finding freedom. It's like they kept saying, when you think of the two bunnies, what do you think? And we all said, like, change your mindset. And I know I said, well, I feel free.
So what about finding freedom?
Yeah, or free your mind.
Free your mind.
Free your mind.
Or break, because you said breaking.
Break free. We're probably overthinking it. It should just be called To Be Mindset. Erica, where are you? Did she disappear? Is
Yep.
she gone?
She's gone.
Oh man. Free your mind. To be mindset. Or
I like
whatever.
Free Your Mind.
Yeah.
Because it has mind, which is part of To Be Mindset. And you said freedom. And it's a simplistic name, so we're not getting like... We have to just pick, because otherwise we're all going to like analyze it to shit, and then we don't want to get caught up on a name.
Right.
I'm good with Free Your Mind if you guys like that.
Isn't there a song? What's the Janet Jackson
Yes.
song? Free your mind.
Yes.
And the rest will follow.
That popped into my head as soon as I
Don't
heard
be
that.
so shallow. Yes, it is a song.
So then now we have a theme song and everything.
So I never. Well, who is it? I have to listen to it.
I
It's
don't
a
think
Janet Jackson song.
Is it Janet
It
Jackson?
is Janet Jackson.
Ooh, we gotta listen to it and see if we could like put that in there for fun.
Free your mind and the rest will follow is one of the lines.
Free your mind. What?
And the rest will follow.
I love that.
Don't be so shallow. Sorry. I'm gonna be singing it for like a week now. Free your mind.
Okay, Melissa and I are both singing this right now. Free your mind. Period.
No, actually, isn't it in Vogue?
Yes.
It's in
Oh.
Vogue. I,
Oh, yeah,
I pulled it up.
And
just pulled
Vogue.
it up,
Oh
yeah.
my god, I forgot about those. All right, well, we're gonna have to check that. That could be our theme song. Okay, so Free Mind, and then we can set it up for like the weekend, maybe Friday, Saturday, and then start adding people and have like pre-week Monday.
Okay.
Yes.
You want me to do the pre-week posts?
Do you have time to do that? Is it going to stress you out?
No, it's just copying, pasting, and putting it in there. It's really not. You know what stresses me out? Saving it to like an album. So if someone's like really good at the end and they want to take whatever videos or what and save them, like at the end of every week, just kind of pull like whatever was in day 1 to day 7, put it as like a resource.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm not really good at doing that.
I'm the worst. I'm trying.
But I can open up a group and do a cool cover photo tomorrow.
That would be wonderful.
Awesome.
All right, so Maureen's opening up the group. We're all going to have to be admin. So anybody that want, like any coaches that are in there are going to have to be admin. We have to make sure that we like welcome everybody as they come in.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course. Like really it's really just like pumping it up like this weekend, like, you know, like adding the people, and then Monday we can do the it has the getting to know you post. Do we want to set up success partners or suggest setting up success partners?
Yeah, I think we could suggest it. I don't think that we should we should do that. You know,
Especially if people start at different times. That's my only thing. Or if people are taking it at different paces.
I feel like that's something we can always suggest, especially if people are starting at different times, because maybe veterans could find newbies.
Oh, that's true.
But I don't think it's something that we should like take on.
Yeah.
To do.
I agree with that. But I also think for like newbies coming in, why not like encourage somebody to be like, hey, what's up? You need some help? I got you. I got your back.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else pertinent?
No, I mean, I'll do week 1, the pre-week, and then can we set up at least who's going to do week 2 at least for next week?
I'll take week 2.
I'll do week 3.
So are we going to, now Melissa, with the
Yes.
announcements, it's every time you post it, you mark it as an announcement?
Yes.
And then the next day, so you can schedule it.
I don't know if you can schedule it, but you probably have to go in after it auto post and then mark it as an announcement.
Okay. So at some point during the day, you have to mark it as an announcement in the morning, I guess.
Well, and you know what we all can do for like those of you that work during the day, those of us that don't or have the opportunity, if you're going in the morning and you notice it's not up there, if we're all going to be admins, just do it.
Oh yeah.
We would all, every single one of us would be able to do it. So if
Did you say able?
I told I told,
I mean, I know you're from like Buffalo, but able?
I'm not even gonna lie. I took a Xanax because I was losing my friggin' mind with the kids. So I'm like I had 2 glasses of wine almost. That's what I'm like right now. I was literally losing my mind. Like I can't handle Sammy right now. He's Sammy on steroids is like it's next level. Like it's next level crazy.
I wish I was 2 glasses of wine and Maureen. I'm a little envious.
No, I'm not 2 glasses of wine in, but like I feel
Xanax.
Oh, I wish I was 2 glasses of wine in, but I have no wine.
I miss
And I
wine.
have no husband here. Go get me wine.
oh my gosh.
Listen. Probably. Probably.
So, all right, so we have week 2. Who's gonna do week 4?
I can do it.
Who was that? I missed
Michelle.
Michelle.
Michelle, I miss your beautiful face. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while.
I know. I was like half asleep. I'm like, I'm getting on.
So can somebody, do you think, is there anybody or 2 or 3 that like at the end of week, the pre-week? Oh wait, so I'm doing pre-week. So wait, I have Dana's week 2. Who's week 1?
I'll do it.
Who said that?
Christy.
Okay.
Okay, so then I am
because that's far away.
okay, so I'm technically week, so it's even though it's 3, it's like going to be 4 because it's pre-week, then week
No.
1.
1, 2, 3.
No, let's go. Pre-week is me. Week 1 is Christy. Week 2 is Dana. Week 3 is Maureen. Week 4 is Michelle.
Okay.
So
Okay.
forget pre-week is not it'll just be pre-week.
Okay.
So are we starting this on Monday?
It was pre-week.
Pre-week's Monday. Okay.
Unless we want to wait and just pump it up for the next week, but
Well, no, because you can add people as pre-week goes in. And if we're pumping it up all week, we're going to continue to add people during pre-week. I think that's what we normally do anyway, right?
yeah, usually.
I mean, we're going to continue to have people all the time, so I think it's
Yeah.
And if it takes people only like an hour to binge watch like 10 videos, they're probably going to be ready to jump into pre-week anytime.
They
Yeah,
really-
you know they're not doing one video at a time. We're just not going to do it.
No, they're probably going to binge watch, but we have to make sure they understand the importance of literally watching again and again the video
Right.
to really dive in. And like I said, I didn't see these videos. Erica never saw them. The last coach group got them, the test group. We were like the guinea pig. So, we didn't get any of this. So I'm just as excited to see them as you guys are. So we'll have to see how they work out. All right, so we have pre-week. Maureen's going to open the group tomorrow and do a cool cover photo with Free Your Mind.
I will.
I'll do pre-week post starting Monday. Is that the 7th?
Yeah.
May 7th.
Yeah.
Christy will do May 14th. Dana's the 21st. Maureen's the 28th. And then Michelle is whatever 7 days is after that. I can't add right now. I think it's the 4th. Something like that.
Oh yeah, June 4th.
Wow.
Wait, so like the 20th, the week of the 28th, the week of the 21st is that's Memorial Day weekend coming up. So like maybe we'll just like tackle like some barbecue recipes. Like we can add in stuff, as time goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly.
Okay. So that's it, right? I think we actually did it. Does anybody like want to say they want to add something, or anybody not want is anybody not going to participate, like and want to do their own group, or if it gets too big, maybe, you know, should we split it up into 2 groups? But I don't know.
I think we cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of nice that we're all going to do this again.
And we all have the opportunity with our own calendars to use the tracker app. You know,
Yeah.
make that
Yeah,
smaller
and I
more.
think like this is more like mindset nutrition based. We're not making them. Not everyone is going to start with Shakeology. Hopefully they will, but they might not, and they're not all necessarily going to be working out. So I don't want people to get lost in the challenge tracker and feel like they're failing because they're not doing those things either. So like I might do a separate one for like people doing programs, but like I think this Facebook group is going to be much more personal for people doing the mindset thing because.
Agreed. I see this as more of a nutrition support group, and you can continue hosting like your 30 or 60-day.
Right. On the app or whatever, separate.
Whereas this is something for support, so even if you're not available, they could go. They know they can go to this group and ask their nutrition questions. There'll be plenty of people there to answer them.
And I'm also saying that I have 2 veteran coaches who did who started this with the beginning test group in the group, so that we have insider information and advice.
Like, feel free, and I know people have been asking, like, use my pictures. I have another set of pictures, but every time I try and post them, like, the post won't go up. It's like my angle pictures. But Erica has pictures. She's in the video a lot. Like, use that leverage. Like, use us, seriously, because honestly, like, I probably didn't pump it up as much as I should have until more recently, but people think of it as like a different, like, added bonus. Like, if I knew that somebody was in the test group and knew Alana personally, like, I would go to that person, you know, even if it's not me. Like, if you are working with that person, I would want to go, you know. So like, I'd want to be your friend. If you had a famous friend, I'd want to be your friend so I can meet that famous friend, you know.
I know Danielle and Erica's friends. They're my famous friends.
Well, I wouldn't say famous. I was in there for a hot second, and it didn't even look like me, and my eyes were like rolling.
Yeah, but you guys were in the I think it's so phenomenal and amazing that you guys were in that group and have been doing this for that long. I think it's awesome. I think you guys need to share that stuff like during pre-week and stuff. Definitely. Get people excited.
Yeah.
No, definitely will. But, you know, use that leverage, though, because, you know, people hear it and they just, like, go towards it, you know, just like you would and I would, you know. So maybe we just have to make sure that to our customers, though, like, who are working out, that we make sure that they post their workouts in their regular, like, location they normally do, because I don't want it to get, like, jumbled with all these, like, posts.
Hey guys, I had to get off video. That was the only way I can hear you, and otherwise you'd see my ear. For some reason, it's not going on speaker, so I'm sorry. That's why my video's off. I'm listening to everything. If I get in the group, I'm all about it. Anybody that's been in a group with me, like, I'm totally dependable, and I'll be posting, and I'll help you wherever I can. I just don't know if I'm gonna do this. I just don't know what I'm doing yet with it, so I don't want to commit to anything and then have to go out. Just want to let you know, not like anybody's waiting on my answer, but I feel that I should say something, that I'm here, I'm listening, and I'm looking to learn from all of this. I just don't know what I'm doing yet.
No,
That's
I hear
all.
you.
I'm kind of in the same boat, Christine. I want to make sure my challengers have good, solid help.
Yeah. I just don't, I don't know. I'm trying to digest it all right now. It's like all the programs when they first launch, I feel like I need to figure it out. So I thank you so much for even thinking of doing this, you guys, because I'm sure I will be involved in some way. I'm just trying to figure out how right now.
I gotta tell you something. When I did the 80-day obsession group, I was just brand new to it also, and it was kind of fun to learn it along with my challengers. And they saw, you know, they expect you to know everything, but I think they appreciated that I didn't, and that we just all kind of figured it out together. So just throwing that out there. That was kind of my mindset. It may have been the best that I felt about doing a group, because I could figure it out and then get the information to people. And I don't know. For me, that was good. I mean, this is something completely different. This is like a horse of a different color. This is not just a workout program either, but, you know.
Well, it's not, I mean, it's structured, but it's not as structured as, you know, following a calendar kind of thing. But I think it's good for them to see us have struggles and our ups and downs and questions coaches because, you know, and listen, Erica and I are learning too, because like I said, we've been doing this a long time. You kind of like lose a little bit of the beginning stuff that you learn, you know, like that's why I was like, what does USA mean again? You know, it's like you learn all this stuff and then if you don't hear it all the time or, you know, use it all the time because everything's so secret, you lose it. And we haven't seen the videos either or the starter guide or anything like that. So we're going to be, and I think it is exciting to go along with everybody.
I have a question about with your kids. Are you changing like your entire family's dinners? Because like you say, you don't do the carbs at dinners anymore.
Yes.
Is like your entire family changing how they're eating? Not like yes but no type of thing. Like how are you doing it with your kids? Because I know I'm going to get that question.
So, I mean, honestly, like if my kids ate spaghetti squash, I would do it. But like, I'm just happy they eat whole wheat pasta or whole grain pasta. So like say I make like a turkey meat sauce, let's just say. I'm going to put that over zoodles or spaghetti squash where I'm going to put theirs over pasta with the side of veggies.
So you're doing the same meals as them. You're just making
sometimes
more veggie option.
You know, I mean, they're 10 and the twins are 6. So, you know, healthy mac and cheese is a staple. You know, mac and cheese, homemade mac and cheese is a staple in the house. Chicken nuggets is a staple. I'll do like chicken cutlets at the beginning of the week and I'll bake them. I don't fry my chicken cutlets. I haven't in years. So I'll bake them in whole wheat breadcrumbs. So technically I can have, I mean, whole wheat breadcrumbs is not going to put you in like a total carb stage. You know what I'm saying? But for a lot of times, like if I'm baking theirs, then I'll maybe put a little breadcrumb on mine or I'll just go like grill mine. So if I make chicken parm, let's say, then mine's either like, you know, the one with the less breadcrumbs or it's the grilled, the parm, and theirs is the regular. If they're having like mac and cheese with fish sticks, you know, then obviously we're having separate meals. So, and the husband got a little better at first. He was like, how are we not going to have carbs, you know? And he got a little better, but he doesn't like love the fried cauliflower rice. But he'll eat like a whole teaspoon of sauteed veggies with chicken on it, or a salad with chicken on it at night. And he's made comments like, oh, wow, like, I didn't need that pasta. But then there are nights where he does have pasta. You know, he's not on it as much as me. I'm just going to give you an example tonight, and I'm going to post this picture. We went out to dinner. It was kind of like an impromptu. We went to the local beach, and they have an Italian restaurant. I thought we were just going to sit outside and have, like, salad and pizza. And I was just going to get a salad with chicken on it, but it wasn't open yet, that part. So we had to go in the restaurant. And I ordered eggplant. They have a special. It was eggplant and chicken cutlet parmesan. And it came with pasta. So I got whole wheat penny. And then I asked them for a side of sauteed veggies because they had pasta primavera. So I knew they had the veggies. So for $3, they bought me like this monstrous bowl of veggies. So all I ate, I mean, granted, let me tell you, the eggplant was fried. The chicken, I'm sure, was fried. There was nothing healthy about it, but that was the healthiest option for me. I had a salad before, and then I had some chicken, I had some eggplant parm, and then I had this side of veggies. And I was so full. And even my daughter had some of the veggies. And I brought home all the pasta because it's whole wheat pasta. I brought it home for the kids for dinner tomorrow. So, you know, and I didn't eat all the chicken and the eggplant. It was a tremendous portion. So now we have leftover. So it's, I didn't have the bread. I didn't want the bread at all. I didn't have soda. I just had water with lemon. And I was like, oh, this is really good. I want to keep eating. But I used that like more sure model. Like, well, if you want to keep eating, okay, we'll have some more water. So I had some more water, and then I had some more veggies. And then if I really wanted a little more chicken or eggplant, I had it. But then like I was done, you know, and like where the old me would have like engulfed the pasta, definitely had a piece of that, you know, nice warm bread, and you know, ate whatever because I was out at a restaurant. So it's really, you can really find choices everywhere. like you can't be afraid to ask at a restaurant to do certain. I know this restaurant will not grill it. Like I've asked in the past, so I know that they're structured with the way they make things, whatever. But most places, like if you ask for chicken parm, you can say I want grilled chicken parm, and they'll make it for you. So I don't know if that made sense, but yeah. So like we don't always have the same meals, but I try to make it similar, or at least something that like I can eat, where like if they're eating pizza, I'll have something like in the Italian family kind of thing. And if we go out to restaurants, I never feel like I'm deprived. Does that make sense? I went on a big tangent because it's 10:20.
Yeah, totally. I just know I have a lot of moms, and that's always the first question, no matter what program they're doing. It's always about the food and how am I going to do this without having to be short order cook and making a million different meals. And I was just curious how you structure it with your family.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I have a picky eater who's 10, and my twins will pretty much eat like the meat sauce and stuff like that, so it's fine. But Jake's like a chicken fish stick and, you know, beans kind of kid, like, you know, veggies and carbs. So he's hard, but the other ones are better at it. But yeah, I try to make like something that I can give them, like the meat sauce, or if I have like chicken from the barbecue, I'll cut up chicken for them, and then I'll have chicken over some kind of veggies for myself, or a salad, or, you know, something of that nature. I'm not like a very I'm not an adventurous cook, so I'm sure a lot of you will do a lot better with that. But
just speaking for my own self, yeah, it's a pain to make different meals for them. But because of how picky Sammy is, and now how much stuff is limited with his soy allergy, I kind of have to anyway. And it's just something I've sort of wrapped, like I just have accepted that I have to kind of, until things change with him, this is kind of what we have to do. So Adelina's pretty good. She'll eat kind of whatever. I'm going to be doing some meal prepping when I can on Sundays, and I realize that it's hard because you don't want to have somebody that's making like one meal for myself, something for my partner, something for each kid. But I'm not that parent that makes my kids eat everything that I'm eating just because it's a battle. It's a massive battle, and I can't.
no, I'm the same way. And honestly, like even before 2B mindset, didn't matter what I was eating. Like sometimes they were eating, you know, my husband calls it the diner. He's like, diner's open, you know, like it's breakfast, same thing. Like, oh, I want pancakes, I want this, I want, you know, as everybody wants different stuff. So it gets frustrating. But sometimes you don't feel like battling. Yeah, they'll just eat.
I also personally truly believe that a lot of my food issues stem from shit from childhood, like cleaning your plate, being forced to eat foods that I didn't like, having to eat everything that was there. You couldn't leave the table, like stuff like that. So I don't know.
The guilt over there were starving children in Somalia, I used to get.
Oh yeah, I got that plenty of times.
Good night, guys. I'm signing off. 5 o'clock comes quick.
Yeah, I gotta go too. Justin keeps giving me the evil eye because I'm still in the bedroom. It's like I do have to work.
I think you're still recording too, so.
I am still recording. I will stop the recording for our 2B Mindset chat.